2026 will test you. Not gently, not politely, brutally. Plans will collapse. People you trusted will walk away. Effort will not always be rewarded. So let me ask you something. What happens when everything you worked for fails? What happens when the people you leaned on disappear? When you give your best and life gives you nothing back? Most people break there. They become bitter. They complain. They quit. But this video isn't for them. Because being undefeatable doesn't mean being rich. It doesn't mean being famous. And it doesn't mean life never hurts. It means being unshakable. When chaos hits, you stay calm. When loss comes, you stay grounded. When pressure rises, you don't collapse, you sharpen. This is not motivation. This is not hype. This is mental armor. For a year that will demand strength, discipline, and clarity. Pain is coming. The question is, will you be ready? Stoicism isn't a trend. It isn't a quote you post when life feels easy. It was built for suffering. Forged in wars, exile, betrayal, and loss. Used by people who didn't have the luxury of comfort. An emperor ruling Rome, Marcus Aurelius, writing reminders to stay humble while carrying the weight of an empire. A former slave, Epictetus, teaching freedom to those who owned nothing. A wealthy statesman, Seneca, warning that fear and desire can imprison even the powerful. Different lives. Same truth. Stoicism was never about avoiding emotion. It was about mastering it. Not suppressing anger, but understanding it. Not denying fear, but standing steady despite it. Not killing emotion, but refusing to be ruled by it. Because when your emotions control you, life controls you. In 2026 will demand more than talent, more than intelligence, more than motivation. It will demand resilience when things break, clarity when noise is everywhere, and discipline when comfort tempts you to quit. That is what Stoicism trains. Not to escape life, but to stand unshaken inside it. Principle 1. Master what you can control. The foundation of Stoicism is simple, yet most people never live it. There are things you control, and there are things you don't. That's it. Your thoughts, your actions, your effort, your discipline. These are yours. But people, outcomes, luck, opinions, they never were. And this is where most suffering begins. People spend their lives fighting reality, trying to control how others behave, obsessing over results, chasing approval, predicting the future. And when life refuses to cooperate, they feel angry, anxious, defeated, not because life is cruel, but because they aim their energy at the wrong target. Stoicism teaches a different path. Instead of trying to control the world, you master yourself. You stop begging reality to change. You stop reacting emotionally to things beyond you. You redirect your power inward, where it actually works. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. In 2026, this principle matters more than ever. The future is uncertain. Trends shift. People change. Plans break. If your peace depends on prediction, you will always be anxious. But if your peace depends on preparation, you become stable. You don't need to control the outcome. You only need to control your response. And when you do, nothing can truly defeat you. Principle 2. Expect hardship, don't fear I too. Most people live in quiet denial. They hope things will go smoothly. They assume tomorrow will be kind. They believe suffering is a mistake. The Stoics believe the opposite. They practice something called premeditatio malorum, the calm, intentional act of imagining difficulty before it arrives. Not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared. They would picture loss, failure, rejection, not with panic, but with acceptance. Because when hardship comes unannounced, it shocks the mind, and shock breaks people. But when hardship is expected, it loses its power. This practice hardens you in the right way. It reduces the shock when things go wrong. It builds gratitude for what you still have. and it teaches you a quiet truth. Nothing you have is guaranteed. A job can disappear. A message may never be returned. An effort may fail without explanation. But instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" the Stoic asks, "Was this ever promised?" And the mindset shifts. You stop fearing difficulty. You stop being surprised by pain. You stop breaking when life resists you. You say instead, "If it comes, I am ready." Not angry, not bitter, just steady. In 2026, this mindset is armor, because life will test you. But it cannot overwhelm someone who already made peace with reality. Principle 3. Detach from outcomes, commit to effort. Most anxiety comes from one place: attachment to results. You work hard, but you need it to succeed. You care deeply, but you fear how it will end, and the mind becomes restless. Stoicism offers a different kind of strength: freedom through detachment. Not indifference, not laziness, but clarity. The Stoic approach is simple: work fully, show up completely, give your best, then release the result, because outcomes are never fully yours. You can create content with discipline, but you can't control algorithms. You can build a business with integrity, but you can't control markets. You can love honestly, but you can't control how others respond. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He wrote, "Do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter." When you detach from outcomes, something powerful happens. Success no longer inflates your ego. Failure no longer destroys your identity. You stay balanced. You stop chasing validation. You stop fearing loss. You stop tying your worth to things outside your control. And this is how you become undefeated. Because when results don't define you, nothing can truly break you. You don't quit when things go wrong. You don't lose yourself when things go right. You simply return to the work. Calm, focused, present. Principle 4. Train emotional discipline. The greatest battles of your life will not be fought outside you. They will be fought in silence. Inside your own mind, this is the inner war. Most people live in reaction mode. Something happens. They explode with anger. They freeze in fear. They compare themselves in envy. And they call it being human. Stoicism doesn't deny emotion. It teaches you to respond, not react. There is a difference. A reaction is automatic. A response is chosen. The Stoic view is clear. Emotions are information, not commands. Anger tells you a boundary was crossed. Fear warns you of risk. Envy reveals desire or insecurity. But none of them deserve the steering wheel. When emotion leads, regret follows. So the Stoics trained discipline. They paused before speaking. They stepped back before acting. They named what they felt. Instead of becoming it, anger, fear, envy. Once named, it loses its grip. Then reason enters, not cold, not cruel, but steady. Epictetus said it best: "No man is free who is not master of himself." In 2026, emotional discipline will be rare, and that makes it powerful. While others panic, you pause. While others react, you choose. While others are controlled by feeling, you remain in command, and that is real freedom. Principle 5. Live according to virtue. When everything else is stripped away, status, money, comfort, reputation, one thing remains: character. The Stoics believed this was the only thing. No one could steal from you. This is why virtue was their compass. Not popularity, not pleasure, not success. Virtue. They defined it through 4 pillars. Wisdom, knowing what truly matters. Not reacting blindly, seeing clearly. Courage, doing what is right, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it costs you. Justice, treating others fairly, even when you gain nothing from it. Temperance, self-control. Restraint, knowing when enough is enough. Live by these, and you become difficult to corrupt, because no insult can shake your values. No loss can destroy your integrity. No temptation can easily pull you off course. This matters today more than ever. Online hate will test your restraint. Shortcuts will tempt your integrity. Comfort will try to weaken your discipline. Stoicism doesn't ask you to debate morality endlessly. It asks you to embody it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." When you live according to virtue, you stop needing approval. You don't bend for applause. You don't break under pressure. Because when your character is solid, you are already undefeated. Principle 6. Accept impermanence, Memento Mori. The Stoics carried a simple reminder with them. Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. Not as a threat, not as something dark, but as a truth meant to awaken you. Everything ends. Relationships change. Seasons pass. Youth fades. And life itself is borrowed time. Most suffering comes from forgetting this. We cling to people as if they are permanent. We hold moments as if they will repeat forever. We resist change as if it's unfair. But impermanence is not cruelty. It is the design of life. The Stoic lesson is not to detach from life, but to detach from clinging, to appreciate deeply without demanding permanence. When you accept impermanence, something shifts. You fear less, because loss is no longer a surprise. You become more present, because you know this moment matters. You say what needs to be said. You value what you have. You stop postponing meaning. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." In 2026, this mindset is power. Not because it makes you cold, but because it makes you awake. And a person who is awake to life cannot be easily defeated. Principle 7. Become anti-fragile. Most people fear pain. They avoid it. They resent it. They break under it. The Stoics saw pain differently. They believed obstacles are training, not punishment, not injustice, but preparation. Every challenge is resistance, and resistance builds strength. Marcus Aurelius captured this in one sentence. The obstacle is the way. What stands in your path is the path. Rejection isn't the end. It sharpens discipline. Loss isn't weakness. It deepens wisdom. Failure isn't proof you're incapable. It's evidence you're learning. The Stoic doesn't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" They ask, "What is this teaching me?" This is the mindset that changes everything. Pain becomes feedback. Struggle becomes refinement. Pressure becomes clarity. In 2026, life will not soften for you, but you don't need it to. Because when hardship strengthens instead of shatters you, you become anti-fragile. Not just able to survive chaos, but shaped by it. And a person shaped by adversity cannot be easily defeated. Daily Stoic rituals for 2026. Stoicism isn't something you understand once. It's something you practice daily. The mind, like the body, either trains or weakens. These rituals are simple, but they are not easy. Morning reflection. Before the world speaks to you, speak to yourself. Ask, what challenges may come today? How will I respond with reason, not emotion? What is within my control? You don't predict the day, you prepare for it. Evening self-review. At night, you become your own teacher. What did I do well today? Where did I lose discipline? What will I do better tomorrow? No guilt. No excuses. Only honesty. Journaling like Marcus Aurelius. Marcus didn't write to impress anyone. He wrote to correct himself. Use your journal the same way. Write your fears, your reactions, your lessons. Not for validation, but for clarity. Silence and solitude. Noise weakens attention. Spend time alone without distraction. No phone, no opinions, no performance. In silence, the mind settles. And a settled mind sees clearly. Voluntary discomfort. Choose discomfort. So hardship doesn't surprise you. Cold showers. Simple meals. Walking when you could rest. Not to suffer, but to remember. You need less than you think. Practice these daily. and resilience becomes automatic. You won't scramble when life pressures you. You'll respond from training, calm, prepared, steady. The undefeatable mind. Life will hit you. It always does. Not once, not fairly, and not when you're ready. But hear this clearly. It does not have to break you. Victory is not what most people think. It's not loud success. It's not constant happiness. It's not a life without struggle. True victory is this: calm under pressure, clarity in confusion, integrity when shortcuts tempt you. It's standing steady when the world pushes. It's choosing discipline when chaos is easier. It's mastering yourself when nothing else can be controlled. The Stoics understood something timeless. If nothing outside you can control you, then nothing can truly defeat you. Not loss, not failure, not other people's opinions. Only you decide who you become. So as 2026 unfolds, with uncertainty, pressure, and resistance, meet it trained. Meet it grounded. Meet it undefeated. And if this message resonated with you, like this video to support the message. Subscribe for daily lessons that strengthen the mind. And comment below. I choose discipline over chaos, because the undefeated life begins with an undefeated mind.